Something I really like about Alex, one of the reasons why I'm here doing this, is that she's really humble. She has this incredibly positive view of humanity. She believes we can accomplish anything, but it's not about her. She doesn't think that she's smarter or better than anyone else. She just looks at us as a species, and even though she can see how small we are in the grand scheme of things, she thinks that we could conquer the stars and give meaning to the universe. Even now, even when none of us are going to live to see it. Isn't that awesome?
You may wonder why I insist on these unsanctioned, unplanned expeditions. Some think it is because I hate civilization and prefer to lose myself in nature. This is precisely the opposite of the truth. It is because I love New Jerusalem that I have to leave, because it is only when I am here that I fully appreciate what the city means. And also because I believe that if I stayed at home, I would one day be ethically compelled to commit acts of violence against those who, in their arrogance, imagine that humans should live in harmony with the chaos that surrounds us.
wandering around these landscapes, solving puzzles. In a way, 1K's experience must be very similar to Athena's in the simulation.
There's one difference, though. Athena was alone.
Every one of these clouds seems to contain exactly the same amount of energy.
I often think about how many cities there are out there under the ocean. Cities where people lived for thousands of years. Cities with their own history, their own culture. All of it lost under the waves. If they'd been less greedy, they could have kept all that.
I don't think we can pass moral judgment on an entire species based on the decisions of a handful of leaders. But I do think they made a mistake. They stopped caring about what they built. They stopped seeing the romance of civilization.
Congratulations, 1K. That was a hard one.
paradise cannot be found. It must be built.
Horses are broken, not taught. That is the way of humankind.
Hear me, friend, and heed my words. Beware Pandora. She is nothing but fear and despair, and she will do anything to prevent you from reaching the flame. It is she who disrupted the trials of the Sphinx, and who bound me in the...
Well done, 1K. Looks like our hypothesis was correct. The megastructure is opening again. Everyone come to the VTOL, please. It's time to find Athena.
What about Pandora? She seems capable of displacing or controlling the other entities.
We should be careful, but we can't let such a vague threat paralyze us. Just keep your eyes open. There's something I've been thinking about. I know the New Alexandria disaster was traumatic. I know accidents like that make us think that it's best to stick to what we have. But what about all the accidents that have happened in New Jerusalem that nobody talks about? The collapse of the Rakovsky building. The Calvin Street explosion. The derailment that almost killed Benaroya and Kaneda. All of those happened because we stopped investing enough resources in our civilization. And if Melville hadn't been put in charge of city maintenance, this would still be happening.
It will happen again, either way. With how little we have to work with, it's only a matter of time.
You see, there may be a price for pursuing progress, but there's also a price for not pursuing it.
All right, here we go again.
Our main objective is to determine the relationship between the megastructure and Athena. Did she find it? Did she build it? Why was she here in the first place? Explore, dig up anything you can. We need to start finding answers.
I can't imagine one person building all this.
Don't forget about Miranda. There were at least 2 of them.
I can't imagine 100 people building this.
All right, everyone. Have a look around, but stay in touch and be careful.
1K, can you stay a moment? I'd like to talk to you. I know you can't wait to start exploring, but just hear me out, okay? I'm concerned. Byron is brilliant, but all he can think about is the possibility of finding Athena. She was his mentor, and her disappearance shattered him. I'm afraid he's not seeing the dangers of the megastructure. To me, this place seems chaotic, dysfunctional. Yes, it's all very impressive, but I think it's broken. And what we're seeing is, it's nonsense, frankly. You've interacted with it more than anyone. What do you think? I don't see it. Or at least I'm not convinced that the pattern is meaningful. Maybe I'm wrong, but please, be careful.
I'm headed deeper into the megastructure. Not quite sure where I am. Seem to be right in the middle of the machinery.
Please, watch yourself, Byron.
This is incredible. I don't even know how to describe what I'm seeing. I don't think this is a building. I think this is a machine.
Why don't you just tell people that they're wrong? If you tell them the truth, they'll listen.
It's not that simple. Straton wrote that the most common error we commit is to think that ideas determine reality, when in fact the opposite is true. Ideas follow from material conditions. Belief systems are formed to explain and justify the way we live. We did not have kings because we believed in the mandate of heaven. We believed in the mandate of heaven because we lived in monarchies.
But we have free will.
Oh, free will isn't the same as freedom, Miranda. We're not free from the constraints of reality or history. I was shaped by the simulation. New Jerusalem is shaped by its limitations.
So, what? We're just trapped? History can only go one way?
Maybe, maybe not. The question is, how do we free ourselves? How do we build a world where our ideas do shape reality? That's why we came here.
I knew it! Athena's here. She built this.
That other voice, was that Cornelius?
It definitely sounded like him.
Come to think of it, he went on a research expedition around the time Athena vanished. He was gone for years. People thought he'd died.
And all this time, he knew where she was?
We should talk to him.
We will, when we get back. But right now, we have to focus on finding Athena. We are so close.
Are those surfaces magnetic?
No, it's anti-gravity. Your coot was right. I should have known.
1K, I'm over here. Hold on. I'll open that door for you.
Same pattern as before. 3 beams, 3 receivers.
I guess we know what to do.
Be careful. The sheer amount of power running through this place.
I'll take care of this puzzle. You do the other 2, okay? Melville, is there anything in the system that could... This is kind of fun. Maybe Alexandra Drennan was right. Play is part of what makes us human. Got it!
Not to alarm anyone, but I think the ground is shaking.
According to the system, whole parts of the interior are moving around. Like it's rearranging itself.
I think that's what happened last time. When I took the elevator, the platform where I got out just moved away.
The gate's opening. I'm heading in.
This is fascinating. They were both here, Athena and Cornelius. They had a plan. I found a file that...
Byron's trapped in the overload. He's failing to disconnect.
The whole system's going haywire.
1K, get out of there! Everyone back to the VTOL! We have to go. Now, 1K, get moving!
We can't just leave Byron behind.
Yakut, we have no idea where he is or what's happening to him. But right now, if we stay here, we could all die.
The system's going completely bananas. Energy spikes everywhere.
We'll come back for Byron, I promise.
What have you done, you fools? Mortals are not meant to tread these halls. Why will you not heed my warnings? I am not trying to harm you, creatures of clay. All I wish is to protect you and the rest of your kind. What more must I do to make you understand? If you cannot be reasoned with, I must bar your path.
Move, 1K, move!
These energy emissions are messing with the VTOL systems. Okay, I think I've got it working. Get here quickly, 1K.
Come on, get in!
Get us out of here, Yakut.
Salut. Et ton gigapod Byron qui a été abandonné dans la pyramide. Je suis sûr que tu dois être trop triste.
Okay, we're out. Now what?
Looks like the southern sites are active. The readings are strangely jumbled, though.
Should I set us down?
Yes, but just to drop off Melville.
What?
We're going back to New Jerusalem. This situation has gotten out of control. We need to regroup. Rushing in blindly isn't going to save Byron. But we also need someone to stay here and keep an eye on things. Melville, that's you.
All right. I'll see if I can make any sense of these systems while you're gone.
Just keep a safe distance, okay?
Will do.
Good. Well, 1K, I guess it's time for you and me to take a nap.
Ouais, c'est moi, ouais. C'est pour ça qu'on fait tous les puzzles. C'est pour activer les gros.
Do not lose hope, my child. In these difficult moments, find solace in your friends and in the home that you share.
Ouais. C'est pas juste tu te balades et puis oh, une énigme. Non, quand même pas. C'est un minimum justifié.
Here we are. Got an update from Melville. The power spikes are continuing, but no news from Byron.
All right. Thank you, Yakut.
Ah, du coup, tu n'as pas vu les films des robots. C'est ça, la nouvelle Jérusalem.
1K, please head over to the Museum of the Simulation and talk to Cornelius.
Let's see what he has to say for himself.
Et ouais.
The world is full of suffering. Every living organism suffers. Animals kill other animals to eat. And it always ends with death, torn apart or wasting away. This is what surrounds us. This is what's happening outside those walls, every hour of every day. It's our ethical responsibility as sentient beings to lessen suffering. That's what it means to be human, to understand that it is your duty to transform this world into something better. That's what the founder meant when she said that we can turn the world into a work of art. Despite what happened to him, Byron was right. We have to keep going.
This is blasphemy. Byron was punished for failing the Founder's trials, and you want us to dig deeper? Just because you can't accept that suffering is natural and necessary?
Please, everyone, stop using the public frequency. If you want to argue, use your interface or speak in person.
Ouais, alors c'est une société full robot, mais vu qu'ils ont tous des consciences parfaitement humaines, ça fait que t'as quand même des robots d'extrême gauche, d'extrême droite et tout ce qui est entre les deux. C'est très marrant, je trouve.
Attention all citizens. The Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition is now open to visitors. However, please note that due to an unauthorized strike, public transport will be temporarily unavailable. May the Founder be with you.
Ouais, c'est des robots, mais ils sont en grève. Ah, la gueule des robots. Dans le premier, tu sais vaguement que t'es un robot et tu vois à quoi tu ressembles qu'à la toute fin du jeu. Enfin, dans une des fins du jeu, il y en a genre 3 je crois. Et dans la vraie fin, c'est là où tu te réveilles réellement dans la réalité. Le 1 est une préquelle à celui-là, littéralement, genre. La fondatrice dont il parle, on suppose que c'est nous qu'on joue dans le 1. C'est notre perso du 1 en fait. Voilà. Et quand il parle de la simulation, c'est littéralement le 1.
Welcome to the Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition. Oh, it's you, 1K. Please tell me, you were there when everything went sideways. Do you think Byron will be all right?
Et je sais pas si t'avais eu... Ouais voilà, donc non tu l'avais pas eu. Une info sur les numéros. Chaque robot est numéroté dans l'ordre de sa construction. Sachant que la construction d'un robot prend des dizaines d'années. Il y en a eu 1000 au total, et le 1000e c'est le dernier robot du grand plan de la fondatrice. Entre guillemets, personne ne sait s'il existe réellement. Et ils ont arrêté la production après le 1000e, c'est pour ça qu'on s'appelle 1K. On est le tout dernier robot. Et elle par exemple c'est le 11. Sachant que les 12 premiers robots sont considérés comme les apôtres de la fondatrice. C'est genre vraiment les tout premiers à avoir été faits quasiment en même temps. Et ils ont un très grand savoir. Ils sont très respectés parmi tous les autres robots. Par exemple Byron, que tu n'aimes pas, c'est le numéro 7. Non, ils ont tous des prénoms. Il n'y a que ton perso qui n'a pas de prénom. Tous les autres ont un prénom. En plus des chiffres. D'ailleurs, si tu... On peut pas le sortir, mais dans le système de messagerie, ou dans tous les events, en fait, t'as le nom du robot et entre parenthèses son chiffre, sa valeur. Voilà.
Oh, Byron, always getting into trouble. He's been like that for 1,000 years, you know. But losing him would be terrible. But anyway, you've come to take a well-deserved break from your expedition. So let's talk about something else. Gehenna was a place in the simulation. A prison where Elohim exiled the minds that didn't fit his plans. In time, the prison became a community with a culture of its own.
Et si jamais Elohim c'est le nom de la voix off du 1.
In the very last moments of the simulation, Elohim realized what he'd done and sent his messenger Uriel to free the prisoners. They were uploaded to the gold disc, and their legacy
Ah mais ça
is
l'est.
part of all of us.
Faut réfléchir, mais c'est stylé. Hein. Et t'as une légère connotation religieuse dans un peu tout. C'est t'as la fondatrice où ils vouent quasiment un culte. Je crois que Elohim c'est littéralement le nom d'une divinité dans une des religions, je ne sais plus laquelle. Et un peu chelou comme concept. Le concept de leur société et tout, c'est bizarre.
I don't think the role of the artist should be reduced to any single social function. The artist isn't an educator or a moralist. Art isn't about teaching us lessons or imparting values. Nor do I think it's simply self-expression. The best art reaches out beyond the self, into something ineffable. The creative impulse can't really be
Ineffable, je ne sais pas que ce mot
quantified
existe.
or predicted.
Du coup, je ne sais pas ce qu'il
That's
signifie.
why artistic freedom is so profoundly essential. Without the freedom to shock, to offend, to transgress, art becomes stagnant.
Eh mais putain.
Text adventures were one of the few art forms available to the people of Gehenna. By continuing to work in that medium, we keep their memory alive.
Par contre, toute la partie fiction interactive, on va pas la faire parce que je crois que c'est hyper long. Genre vraiment, c'est long. Genre c'est quasiment un RPG textuel. Donc voilà, on va pas... Il y en a 3. Donc on va pas s'étendre là-dessus pour l'instant. On va laisser place au gameplay plutôt. Du coup, notre joke, je pense que si tu fais tout, si tu lis tous les textes à fond, que tu fais tous les trucs à côté, que tu cherches tout, je pense que t'en as pour entre 30 et 40 heures de gameplay. Parce que là, j'en suis à peu près à 10 heures et j'ai fait la moitié, je suppose, du jeu. Parce que je sais pas jusqu'à où ça va.
1K, what are you doing here? Ah, I assume it has something to do with your expedition? I must admit I haven't been following the news. Sorry, been a little lost lately. No, not really. When you asked me what I would do now that my job is redundant, I don't know, I guess I hadn't thought about it. I had just focused on getting there. And after you left, it all just rushed over me. The truth is, I don't know who I am without this. Creating new life, guiding people into existence, that's who I am. More importantly, I think...
Les noms sont plus, enfin pas forcément vénérés, mais respectés comme des seniors. Ils n'ont pas nécessairement une place importante dans la société.
That's the one thing I can't be anymore. That's why I wanted to talk to Cornelius. He was there at the beginning. He knows where we came from. I thought he might help me understand where I could go next.
Par exemple là, le mec le plus important, si on oublie la fondatrice, qui a disparu, si jamais t'avais pas compris, ce serait le maire de la ville qui est genre 450 et des brocs. Par exemple le numéro 3, Cornelius, celui dont on parle, je crois que c'est le numéro 3, il est dans le musée, genre il s'occupe du musée, il est important mais il est pas non plus... Il y a un numéro 2 et 3, qui sont les deux premiers robots à avoir été créés, que la fondatrice a créé, quasiment en même temps. Sont les deux plus anciens, ceux qui ont le plus de connaissances, et ils sont... C'est eux qui s'occupaient du musée. Enfin, qui s'occupent toujours du musée. Et si jamais pour le lore, elle, c'est celle qui s'occupait de fabriquer les robots, les autres robots. Alors c'était son boulot jusqu'à ce que nous on naisse, et que son boulot devienne obsolète. Je crois qu'elle a dit qu'elle a fait ça pendant quelques siècles.
I hope you're right. It's hard to imagine right now. I liked who I was. Now, you said you were looking for Cornelius? Oh, that's... well, I suppose it shouldn't really come as a surprise. They were very close, you know. After she disappeared, he went away for a long time. On a research expedition, he said. To be honest, everyone assumed he was working out his grief over being left behind. Many of the first companions were deeply shocked by her decision, particularly Byron. That's the thing. I wanted to talk to him about my future, but he wasn't responding to my messages. So I came here to talk to him, and he seems to have vanished.
Bonjour Victor, tu as raté l'ouverture de la deuxième porte de la pyramide. Byron est resté enfermé sur le pad de l'or à la toute fin, il s'est fait surcharger, il est resté bloqué. Et on s'est barré sans lui. Et on a appris que Cornelius avait vu Athéna dans la mégastructure. Donc là on cherche Cornelius pour lui poser des questions. Et j'ai fait un petit récap du lore à Ludo.
No. The truth is that for the longest time, he barely left the museum. He was always at his terminal, working day and night. I asked him what he was doing once, and he said he was saving the past. I did, on my way here. And I messaged most of his other friends. He doesn't seem to be anywhere in the city at all. I suppose so. It seems a little unethical, but then it is just his work terminal, right? Good luck with everything, 1K. And thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Il louche le mec quand même. À voir.
So this is what Cornelius was working on? Strange. It looks a bit like the blueprints for the Somnodrome, but no, it's not quite that. Is he trying to isolate something in the buffer? Maybe Melville can make sense of it, but I think this might be a dead end.
I need to finish up with the mayor. You can head back to the VTOL whenever you're ready. I'll meet you there. No rush, though.
Je crois que j'ai plus grand chose à faire dans la ville. Je sais que vous avez prévu que vous êtes passé après, mais voilà, ça c'est le petit musée où on a tous les trucs du 1. On a les boutons, on a les petits ventilos, qu'on retrouve pas mal dans le 2 là, toujours. Et voilà, c'est marrant. Alors ça je me souviens pas. Ah oui c'est vrai, il y avait des mines dans cette merde. C'est vrai. Ah oui ça c'est les trucs, j'ai fait les 4 premiers, les 2 derniers j'ai abandonné. Donc un jour peut-être. On va pas passer la soirée à faire ça. Allez, on retourne à la mégastructure.
Welcome back. Hey,
Par contre, un jeu où les jambes sont mobilisées, exceptionnel. On n'arrête pas le progrès.
We must listen to the wisdom of the ancient writers, or we will fail the Founder's trial. The megastructure must be rejected.
You
are the Founder's chosen, but you must be wary. Heed my words, 1K. If you fail this trial, a year from now, New Jerusalem will lie in ruins. Anyone can see the truth, if they are willing to open their eyes. Have you not read the books of our ancestors? In every one of them, the same story is told, again and again, that the pursuit of knowledge can only lead to death and grief. That is what all the great ancient visionaries foresaw. Listen to their warnings. Seek happiness in tranquility and avoid ambition.
Si jamais ce qu'ils appellent l'Antiquité, c'est genre quasiment nous maintenant, quoi.
The very idea of a better future is what's rotten. That is what the ancients were trying to tell us. All the problems of the world come from those who think the world needs to be improved. How crude. I'm disappointed in you, 1K.
Ils sont exceptionnels les deux derniers là. J'adore ces insultes. D'ailleurs, du coup on prend lequel? Moi je mets roulement à billes espèce de zinzin ou va te faire formater espèce de vermisseau mécanique? Pour lequel? J'aime bien le va te faire formater, il est pas mal quand même. 3, hein, on est bien d'accord.
Shameful. Just shameful. Such language is the sign of a limited mind.
Twitter be like. Hein. Enfin, les communistes, mais bon. En tant que pauvre limace, je ne pouvais pas le comprendre.
"1K, could you join us for a quick debrief?" Attending today are advisors from engineering, the archive scholars, and Helga.
Yes, don't mind me. I'm just an admirer of governmental transparency.
Yes, well. While the mayor is briefed by Alcatraz, he's asked us to review recent events. Byron's loss has unsettled us all. It may be too dangerous to allow this expedition to continue.
It is all deliciously mysterious, isn't it?
Let's not forget the dam's falling apart. We can't depend on hydro forever. With just a fraction of the power that island can generate, we could grow this city into a planetary society.
Je pense que le jeu s'arrête pas, t'as juste un des mecs en face qui dit non, c'est il faut continuer en vrai.
Wise words from one so young. Yet I submit that island holds secrets far more valuable than mere energy generation.
What could be more important?
The Somnodrome, of course. If we could find a working model, it would herald a sea change in our moral and self-understanding. The question of how we should build New Jerusalem would simply be moot.
The Somnodrome was supposed to let us interact with our own subconscious code. It's a cool idea, but it wouldn't necessarily solve all our problems.
My own studies prove that we operate on an intrinsic moral logic. It's what makes us human. But our access to it is only indirect. Our ancestors created art, philosophy, and parable to help bridge that gap. The Somnodrome would help us to cut out the middleman and ask the source directly. We would finally have an answer to the great moral questions.
So, it's a newfangled way to make the same old mistake of judging who's good and who's bad.
Unfortunately, 1K left the Somnodrome inoperable. But there may be a working device elsewhere on the island.
Then the question is, what would 1K do if they found it?
No! This is much too important to decide on a whim.
But it's so much more fun when we're kept in suspense. You all sound so sure of what's best for this city. Do you ever think you might be so busy changing the world for the better, you'll forget how to see that it's perfect already?
So clearly there are different perspectives in the room. The only way we are going to move forward is if the team gets back out there. 1K, I believe Alcatraz is waiting for you at the VTOL. We'll be keeping an eye on your stream from here.
Nice, des mecs qui vont regarder le stream en plus. Ah, tu l'as mis Ludo, c'est lui le maire. Hein. Il est super sympa, non?
What can I do for you, 1K?
Bon, flemme de discuter avec lui. Hein,
It's always a pleasure to speak to a citizen.
C'est le maire qui prend zéro risque. Le fameux. Le maire qui joue safe.
I convinced him that we need to keep going until we found Byron.
Did he want us to leave him behind?
No, he's just concerned for our safety. And he's right to be. But we're going back anyway.
Great trials lie ahead of you, my child, but your choices will determine the future.
Melville, are you receiving?
Yep. Welcome back to the mysterious island, everyone.
How's the
Ça,
situation?
Elohim carrément. Bah oui, on le voit à chaque fois
Whatever
qu'on prend
Byron
l'étoile.
did seems to have sent the whole system into
Ce que tu
some
peux pas
kind
savoir
of
vu que tu n'es pas la
lockdown.
première fois. Mais...
I can't access any of the terminals, although I suspect 1K still could.
Why would that be the case?
When 1K
Elohim est
connected
toujours
to the
présent dans
data
tout le
stream,
subconscient et
the
le code de
system
tout le robot en
assigned
fait.
him a
Donc dès qu'ils
user
sont en veille ou
profile.
qu'ils
The
se
rest of
reposent,
us are locked out, which means
Elohim
I'll
apparaît.
need your help, 1K, because a lot of stuff doesn't seem to be working.
Okay. Check it out and see what you can fix. But please remember, what matters most is finding Byron.
Allez, trouver Byron, c'est ça le plus important. Évidemment. Alors Byron c'est déjà un cultiste. Ouais, on parle pas du même culte, mais... En termes de vénération d'Athéna, il est quand même très haut dans la liste. Alors... Bah sud 1. Alors comment je... Voilà.
1K, I'm sending you a little software upgrade I put together that should allow you to detect which files will lead to a data stream overload. Unfortunately, I'm not doing this to help you avoid them. In fact, I'm gonna need you to search for more. I'm sorry about that, but if we're going to unlock all the systems that aren't responding, you'll have to connect to the data stream, possibly more than once. It's the only way for me to get access.
Melville, le meilleur perso au passage.
All right, 1K. In this area, there seems to be a problem with the...
Oh. Le totem marche plus. Ok, c'est bizarre. Ah. Est-ce que c'est ça? Ok. Bon, c'était bizarre.
The machine that makes the tetromino bridges.
Alors,
That means you can solve the puzzles, but you
cannibalisme,
can't
genre il mange
activate the
d'autres
tower.
robots?
Look for a lab
C'est ça que
that
t'appelles
lets you
cannibalisme?
connect to the data stream.
I already found it. I'll send you the
C'est sûr qu'ils
coordinates.
ne mangent pas, de manière générale. Donc ils ont juste besoin d'électricité, c'est tout. Alors tu parles de désosser un autre robot pour récupérer sa batterie et survivre? Je crois que c'est pas déjà... Je crois pas qu'il y ait eu d'historique. En tout cas, ils ont pas parlé de potentiels historiques, ou c'est déjà rien. Oh, qu'est-ce qu'on va voir comme mécanique de dingues? Si, il y en a une nouvelle, ce qui n'est pas garanti. Oh. 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 Stylé ça un peu. Bon, là notre téléportation. Je peux me TP avec un truc. Oui. Oui. Trop bien. D'accord. Alors, les vaisseaux, des lasers, un trou dans le mur. Ok. Ah ouais, du coup je peux... Oh. Parce que du coup ça veut dire que je peux... Stylé. Ah c'est quand même pas pareil que le clone. Ça change quand même pas mal. réjouissant. Ah, c'est lourd. Trop bien le lourd. Ah, c'est l'autre avec un accent allemand qui parle.
One day, undoubtedly, an expedition will pass by this island. It will seek to document facts and statistics, to enumerate reasons for us not to look more closely. That is what we do now. We seek facts rather than truth. Because truth might frighten and unsettle the comfortable people who like to sit in their conference rooms and debate which corners we should cut today. These people like to imagine the chaos that could come one day, like a comforting fairy tale of distant darkness. But they do not see the chaos that is at our walls right now. The chaos that also lives within us. A force that is both necessary and appalling.
Mais non, parce que j'ai besoin de quelqu'un. Ok, je vois. Faut que je sorte. Je préfère quand même le téléporteur au clone. De loin. Clinique de con, ça, les clones.
In the early days, humankind lived in a world of unexplained wonders and terrors. The powers of the elements were understood in terms of gods and spirits. After all, how else could one explain thunderstorms and earthquakes? But as the realm of scientific knowledge expanded, the realm of the mystical began to shrink. The sacred grove, as Hegel wrote, was reduced to mere timber. But as superstition retreated, another thing was lost. Meaning. In a purely mechanical universe, people yearned for the comfort provided by gods and spirits. But there was no way back.
But what about the beauty of the universe? The perfection of everything around us, couldn't they see that?
Not sure I can see that, Miranda. But I do think there was another way, a way forward instead of back. Faith not in an invisible world, but in ourselves, in each other. In the inherent value of consciousness and civilization. They never really found it. But I think that in those last months when their whole species was dying, they caught a glimpse of it. And that's how your mother was born.
Ça y est, un laser ici. Ah oui, d'accord. Ouais. Je pourrais pas le mettre sur les grilles et le laisser activer. Pas trop si c'est pratique. Ouais. que j'arrive à monter lui. Ouais. Ouais. Ah, ouais, bon d'accord. Ouais mais non, parce que si je... Si. Ouais. Enfin, j'ai un bout, quoi. Ah si, là je peux essayer avec le bout. Je vois pas d'en bas, lui. Ah. Merde. C'est qu'il faut que je balance en bas. Ah, ça, on s'en fout. On sait jamais. Il va falloir que je rebalance de ce côté-là. Ouais, du coup, attends, je vais essayer le téléporteur qui fait le mettre en bas. Oh. Ah mais non, parce que moi je peux pas monter. Bah non. Parce que lui, de là où il est. Non. Et d'en face. Non plus. Ouais, non. Est-ce que je peux redescendre? Ouais, bah si. Si, parce que du coup je peux faire ça, j'ai pas besoin de laisser l'autre truc ouvert là-bas. Ouais, descendre, s'il vous plaît. Voilà.
You know, a couple of years back, we went on a scavenging expedition to an ancient industrial complex south of New Jerusalem. It was enormous, sprawling, an area many times bigger than our whole city, just dedicated to manufacturing. It was incredible to think about the sheer variety of things they produced. And it made me realize how austere, how restricted our lives are. You know how most ancient structures are overgrown? It's kind of pretty, but in a sad way. Well, this one wasn't. There had been some kind of chemical spill. I don't know if it happened while the structure was still operational or if something had just rotted through, but it killed everything. Even centuries later, nothing could grow. It didn't have to happen that way. And history doesn't have to repeat itself. But we do have to remember that it did happen once.
Si proche. ça plus. Ah. Pourquoi? Ah. Non. Je pense pas. Non. Je pense pas. Plus proche, je suis pas sûr que ça passe. Ça doit être limite, je pense. Ah non, ça passe pas. Attends, mais... Mais non, c'est pas du cheat, t'as pas de preuve. Putain, ça fait beaucoup de mots. Ouais. TP passe à travers la fermeture de la porte bleue. Techniquement, elle se ferme juste après s'être téléportée. Histoire que t'as pas fini de te téléporter, le bouton est toujours appuyé. La porte ne se ferme qu'une fois que t'es téléporté. OMG, un autre livre. Ludo, c'est dans ton livre celui-là? Yemo est mort aujourd'hui, rip. Je sais pas qui c'est, mais rip. En fait, Hypatie, c'est toi, c'est ça? C'est ton livre, le jeu son journal? C'est lui, ton livre, le fameux, la légende? Alors.
This is a design for an improved charging station. Fascinating, but not relevant.
Bien. Un petit journal et puis voilà, ça fera ton livre, je pense. J'ai pas l'air con maintenant. Juste un floc là. Putain de merde. Mes jeux de con. Mes jeux de con. Ok, donc on peut très facilement softlock sur cette énigme. D'abord il fallait que je... Ah non, je peux pas me faire à travers ça. Ok. Je peux l'embarquer. C'est exceptionnel ça. J'adore. J'ai l'impression d'être m'être fait chier dessus, en vrai c'est cool. Ah. C'est quand même con d'être là, t'es une race de robots, super évoluée, et t'es pas foutu de résister à l'eau. C'est quand même incroyable. On peut. On peut. Faut juste que ce soit un truc que je pense à mettre. Attends, tac. 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 Peut-être un peu trop gros là, j'avoue. Là, ok, j'avoue, peut-être. C'est un peu gros. Est-ce que je peux double-clic pour éditer? Non, évidemment, ce sera trop simple. Voilà, bon, 1. Si, il y en a qu'une seule. Attends, si peut-être que... Ta gueule. M'en fous plus palu. En plus, prouve-le que je ne suis mort qu'une seule fois. Tac. Tac. Attends, je teste des trucs. Hein. Faites pas attention à moi. Voilà. Est-ce que je peux faire ça? C'est pas convaincant. Marcher ça. Bah, pourquoi ça marche pas? Pas bien mon fichier? Ou alors c'est parce que... Putain, il est où? Hein. Ok. Ah. Alors, de votre côté ça n'a rien changé, mais pour moi c'est vachement plus facile à éditer comme ça. Oui, j'ai link un fichier, comme ça je peux le modifier dans le fichier. Vachement moins chiant. Allez. Donc, voilà. Le 6. Interrogation là-bas. Ah oui, là-bas, il y a une phrase. Il y a un trou. Ah, c'est une énigme en plus. Yes. Illégal ce genre de choses. Merde. Je suis con. Un truc. OMG, il sait. Je peux pas. Si je le mets là, je suis sneaké. Bah oui. C'est bon. Pas d'autre truc à récupérer? Non. Ah, il sait plus, ah, c'est dommage ça. Ah oui. Je sais pas pourquoi je voulais me taper de l'autre côté, moi. Ah, désolé, c'était beaucoup trop simple pour moi. Ça ressemblait pas au jeu, je trouve. Autant de simplicité sur une énigme. On dirait une énigme pour activer les rayons laser, tellement c'était simple. Bon. Alors... Ah, pas bon. Oh non, ça c'est pas sympa ça. Ça c'est franchement pas sympa. Super utile ça. Ah, je tords le cube. Ouais. Ouais. Victor en roleplay vrai chat Twitch. Oui. Suffisant ça. Ah non, faut que je regarde ça. Ah ben non, il me faut l'autre là-bas. Putain, en face. Good. Ah ouais? Ah ouais. Genre. C'est pas très légal ça. Et si j'arrête ça, il descend? Ok. Et oui, je peux. Bizarre l'ambiance. Oui, alors. Peut-être but. Je reste en haut. Voilà. Ouais, t'inquiète, mec. Encore un move pixel perfect. Maintenant je l'ai fait sans m'en rendre compte. Incroyable d'être aussi fort. Voilà. Ok. Ah, c'est un téléporteur, putain. Ok, mec. Plus, bébé. Ce sera mieux. Ah. Je vais avoir un petit téléporteur. Je peux faire ça puis rentrer avec ce truc. Mais si je fais ça, je vais avoir l'air particulièrement con. Ah, il y a un laser de l'autre côté. C'est pas ça vers ce genre de grille. Probablement pas. Ah oui, parce que là il faut que je mette l'autre. Okay. Ça là, je laisse ça le mettre là-dessus et sortir quand même. Récupérer ça, le mettre là. Ah.
I'm impressed.
Oh putain de merde.
Today, we were delighted to be visited by a bunch of protesters, these voluntary extinction weirdos who think we're creating soulless monstrosities that will destroy the planet. They broke into the facility and started yelling at everyone. Fun, 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 right? Then one of them lunged at Alex. Big mistake. Chernyshevsky grabbed the guy and literally threw him across the room. I mean, almost threw him all the way off the dam. After that, the rest of them had a change of heart. Now, I'm telling you this because mostly it is not like that. But these people do exist. And somewhere in their shriveled little souls, they think that they're doing the right thing. They think they're being righteous. Now, to me, what Alex is trying to do is an obvious good. But that's not the same for everyone.
Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on a? Oh putain. Je vois qu'il pose des pavés là. Lui, une âme pure. C'est vrai qu'il y a ça. Putain, c'est vrai qu'il y a ça.
Father, I updated the Noema algorithm. It's working twice as fast now, and I think I can increase matter output by 25% if I tweak the modulator a little. I'm so excited.
Nice to meet you. So excited. I'm Cornelius.
What?
Oh,
Dad! This is science.
You have no idea how long I've been waiting for the right moment.
oh. Ah ouais. Oh, le robot qui fait des blagues de daron, je dois dire que j'étais pas prêt. Hein. Ça, super. Peut-être à la grille. C'est où qu'il faut que j'aille? Ah oui. Ouais, je vois. Ouais, ok. Oh. Voilà. Bon, elle m'emmerde. Celui-là, yes, je peux monter ça. Putain. Ah ouais. Ah c'est con ça. Ah si. Ah! Parce que si je mets lui en bas... Que... Ça marche, non. Pas trop. Trop con pour ça. Moi. problème c'est que... Moi je veux bien, hein. Mais si je veux poser ça là-dessus... Si je fais ça, je me fais virer. Eh mais je vois, faut que je monte là-haut avec le relais, hein, mais... Hein? Oui, d'accord. Je vais rester. Comment j'avais fait pour le monter? Ah bah c'est... Je vais mettre là-dessus, c'est bon. Exceptionnelle nouvelle fonctionnalité que de pouvoir maintenir les connexions des relais. Là-bas on a un secret. Ah, puis là on a le labo. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on a comme teaser?
Look at this place. It's beautiful, isn't it? Mesmerizing. That's how it lures you in, I think. You see all these beautiful things and your imagination starts working overtime. And then the puzzles, the towers, the mysterious apparitions, it all draws you further in, deeper into the trap. What if that's the whole point of this place? What if every time you have one of those visions, another little bit of you is corrupted, overwritten with the hubris of this place? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to suggest you were, whatever it is I'm trying to say. I guess I'm just disappointed in myself. Byron needs me. You all need me to do my job, and I can't even use a terminal. If this is all really the work of the Founder, I don't know, maybe she lost her way. Or maybe we're just not ready. But once we find Byron, I suggest we get the hell out of here and never come back.
Ah, oui. C'est l'antigravité la dernière fois, ça, ou c'est autre chose? C'est quelque chose. Hein? Oh putain de merde. Du coup, si, l'antigravité sur les murs, ça je l'ai vu. T'étais pas là, mais c'est quand j'ai fait l'intérieur de la porte nord. De la pyramide. Enfin, de la méga structure. Dedans, il y en avait quelques-uns. C'était pas très utile, hein, effectivement, c'était plus pour du décor stylé qu'autre chose. Mais je l'ai vu. Ah yes.
Our ancestors kept telling themselves that the brevity of their lives didn't matter. But they had so little time to ever really think about anything. I've spent several human lifetimes studying this mystery, and only now am I beginning to see. The simulation was built on top of material reality, unable to escape its constraints. In the same way, physics as we understand it, even quantum physics, is built on top of a deeper reality. A set of rules that define existence itself. There is a universal language of creation, and I think we can learn it.
The language of creation. What were they doing here? And how far did they get?
I can't answer that, but I think I fixed the Tetromino bridge, machine, ring thing. I say I think because it's not in the schematics. And what I'm doing is hack work at best. Try it and see if it works.
Ok, juste à faire 2 étoiles et on aura fini cette zone. Et après je m'arrêterai là.
I've decoded a file from the data stream. Listen to this.
Mother and Father think of our discoveries as a language, a code. But I think they're wrong. They're so caught up in the technical details of running the experiments and upgrading the machine that they're not paying attention to the patterns we're finding, to the symmetries, the harmonies, the melodies. The fundamental language of reality is a kind of music, and it's beautiful. Beauty is an inherent property of the cosmos.
I love the way she looks at things.
Mise encore. Ça ressemble pas à l'autre du haut. Commencer par l'autre là, la statue de Pandora, qui va sûrement être plus simple. D'accord. Je dis ça, c'est de pierre en pierre, la statue de Pandora, la difficulté. Voilà. Pourquoi pas. Hein, bah oui. Là-bas. Je vois comme énigme ici le vert, moi. Je me souviens plus. Tu te souviens où est-ce qu'il y avait un laser vert? Comment ça aucune? Parce que ça c'est pas un... Non il bouge pas lui, hein. C'est juste un relais. On a eu un laser bleu. Un laser rouge, c'est la dernière. De toute façon, on n'a pas eu de quoi le combiner. Alors, j'ai pas vu et est-ce qu'il faut là-bas. Fais gaffe, il me semble voir que ça tourne pas, donc ça doit être un combinateur. Ouais. Il y a un autre combinateur qui est quelque part sur cette île. Oh, faut chier. Le 8 avait un laser rouge. Là-bas. Dans les premières, dans l'énigme bonus là-bas, non, je crois que les énigmes bonus, ça contribue pas. Comment je... C'est bon monter. Ça a l'air important s'il vous plaît. Il m'appelle. Ah, là. Qu'est-ce que... Trouver une étincelle de Prométhée. Ouais, c'est des trucs qui permettent non-stop finir les énigmes, ça? Ça se trouve, il y en avait une planquée par niveau. Ce qui est probable en vrai. Par contre, je vois pas de... combinateur. C'est donc qui là tout de même? Comment ça, deux? Deux par niveau, tu veux dire? Deux. C'est un chiffre. Deux. D'accord. Deux. C'est noté. Ah ouais. Là. Bordel de chiasse. Putain, comment j'ai repétri ça? Pas de laser là-bas. Ok, j'ai ici. Parce que de là, je peux quand même pas. Oh. D'ici peut-être pas, mais d'à côté. C'est de plus en plus chiadé hein, pour récupérer ce putain de rayon vert. Ah, je sais pas. Ah ouais? Comment ça? C'est juste derrière la main, ça c'est la blague? J'ai envie de péter un truc. C'est insupportable. Ah, oui, d'accord. Ouais, c'est mieux. Bon, il y a qu'à trouver une autre énigme avec un laser, c'est pas ça qui manque. Ah oui, là, dans les étoiles, tout ça, je connais, t'inquiète. D'accord, il est bien planqué derrière la main. Alors... Est-ce qu'on a un laser ou 3? Non. Suivant. Une de merde, celle-là c'est la facile.
If humankind had no more cause for war, it would make war for sport instead.
Ah merde, faut que j'en Claire. T'as de la chance que le modo soit pas là. De toute façon, il est jamais là le modo. Merde, on verra après pour le sphinx. Alors... Ça leur dit le pif et d'espérer que ce soit bien. Impec. All planned. Cette merde là. Oh, des carrés comme ça. Avoir vu des plaques carrées comme ça. Sûrement sous-entendre autre chose. Les énigmes ne sont pas trop réparties dans une grille. D'un lot. Faut que j'achète Risk of Foreign Returns, comme ça ce sera fait. Tac 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 tac, normalement il est sorti je crois. Ou pas, peut-être 21h. Non, il est sorti. Acheté pour moi. Oh non, le jeu fait 379 mégas, ça va être si long ADL, oh non, c'est bon. Donc. C'est quoi, c'est une grille de 4x4 ? Ouais. En mode ça va m'aider. Pilier. Des piliers sur cette map. Putain, ils ont vraiment pu mettre un filigrane de la map, un truc du genre. Alors, tu parles des piliers, des trucs comme ça. Ah non, d'accord, on les a pas vus. Ah oui, donc quelque part là-dedans, là, il y a un pilier. Merde. Bon bah c'est parti pour chercher des piliers sur une plage, I guess. Ah, j'ai trouvé des piliers sur une plage, mec. On va les autres ici. Alors. BC, et puis il en reste monté, et puis il en manque 2. Ah mais il en manque 2 effectivement. Donc c'est dans ce sens-là. On va dire que ça c'est baissé, au pire tant pis on fera dans l'autre sens. Du coup on a quoi? 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. perdu, c'était l'inverse.
When the heavens are silent, what is a prophet and what is a tyrant?
Bien dit. Le vitrail. C'était court.
Welcome back, creature of clay. The forge burns bright, but the sky is troubled with clouds. A mortal has ascended Olympus without the permission of Zeus. The workings of Olympus are disrupted by the trespasser. Pandora, fearing the wrath of the gods, has broken the paths to ascension. Only Prometheus can help you, for he has always favored humankind over the gods, and would see Olympus pass into your hands. But he is bound in the heart of the mountain. Break his chains, and he will show you the way.
OMG, Hinodawe. OMG. Ah, pour laser. Pour laser.
I think it's safe to assume that Olympus is the entity's term for the megastructure. It looks like our best chance of rescuing Byron is finding Prometheus and freeing him.
How do you free a weird, glowing ghost thing?
I suspect these entities exist within the megastructure systems, and what we're seeing is just how they manifest to communicate with us.
I don't really care what they are. For now, let's play along.
Bon, le Catraz, il est... bon. Zéro fun, le mec. Ah, bah, du coup, on va juste aller là-bas. On va faire le premier ending pour voir la nouvelle mécanique, et après on va s'arrêter.
You know, I always kind of resented Byron for being so charming and charismatic. The dashing explorer. And one of the first companions, too. Being the voice of caution is not a fun role to play. Always having to be the responsible one, the killjoy. The one who says, maybe that's too much. But sometimes it is too much.
It's not your fault, Al.
In this area, we have an especially weird problem. Something in one of the labs is going completely bananas, and I can't shut it down because I'm not, well, you. Come find me when you're ready. What is it with the language libraries and bananas?
Deux mécaniques d'un coup. Ben, on est gâtés. C'est pas là. Ça commence à se gâter les mécaniques. Oh. Ah ouais. Les énigmes en 3D ça va être quelque chose. 3D rotative. Voilà. Allez, devant l'énigme.
If the language of creation is a kind of melody, maybe that's why we respond to music the way we do.
Ouais, ça c'est l'énigme 1.
Because we recognize something that can't be expressed
Imagine
any
tous les
other
bonus.
way.
Hein. Enfin bref.
And when we play music, we participate in something ancient.
Imagine ça avec des clones et des
an
téléporteurs.
act of creation.
Alors. Ah. Du coup, c'est la fin du live. Plus. Demain, peut-être. Je sais pas, on verra. Peut-être que demain je finis cette partie.